cardboard or a pixel generation.
It's actually six-sided asymmetric.
And I think you can see underneath it without any problem.
I have to bring this up. A gentleman, meaning well, looked at it and said, well, there's an anomaly here when I had the picture downstairs. And I said, an anomaly? He goes, yes. It looks like it's floating in the air.
It is.
Thank you. That's what it's doing. You're right.
Here are the stills that I took at home, which basically you've seen in the video, but they're a little different. They're a little sharper in detail.
You can also notice the cranial ridge on the head.
Turn to the microphone.
Because there's no hair, it's easy to see where the cranial parts fit together. There was no hair.
That's simply caused by the shadow of the head.
It's either a fold in the thermal blanket or it's some of the blood that's dripping out of the back of the head. There was no hair on the body that I could find. We turn the stage lights off, please.
People have argued, foolishly, well, there's problems with this photograph. You know, there's not enough definition. What they've done, in their infinite wisdom, is take pictures off the web, which is a bad, bad idea. If you're going to examine a photo, you don't do it like that. As you can see, all the definition is there.
No, I didn't have a flash. Here's a good picture of his headache.
Talk about the veins.
You'll notice the veins coming down the neck. This shot's fairly good for that.
It wasn't paper mache. It wasn't a hamster.
One of the remarkable things about bringing something like this to you fine people is the fact that you even notice things we haven't.
Yes, I looked in the mouth. There were teeth. There was a tongue. It was grayish black, fish-like. The teeth were needle-like. Single row on top, single row on bottom. We have the stage lights, please.
Lights, please.
Thank you. So those were the pictures that I took at home that I have left. The rest are gone.
Yeah. Let's wait.
The sequence of what happened was between 1 and 9 days from the time that I encountered this thing and when I no longer had control of it. It was at my house. I made arrangements for people to come and look at it, people who I trusted. From one time to another, things would change. Arrangements would be canceled for no reason. People were being threatened. We did the examination. We did a topical examination that we videotaped and we photographed in great detail. All of that information is gone. I took the information that I had from time to time and broke it into groups and sent it away to different friends of mine in fear of losing all of it.
One of the people that Jonathan sent this material to was his good friend Dolly, who he found dead.
After the 9th day, I realized I had no hope of preserving anything. When I went back and found my house torn apart and saw people going in and out of my house with dollies taking all of my possessions, I came back several hours later to my house looking like a hurricane had gone through it. Things were gone that made no sense to me. Fire files, 4-drawer fire files that weigh 700 pounds. Things that I had collected from years from school, books, papers were gone. Things were gone off the walls of all the rooms. The light switches and the sockets had been taken out and removed. They had gone through my sofa. They had gone through my sofa with some kind of instrument slashing it everywhere they could. They had removed the toilet off of the floor and left it laying aside. There were holes in the walls and the ceiling and the floor, like they were looking for something that wasn't there.
These people are very thorough. And when people ask us, you know, can you bring this person forward or that person forward, we've done enough. You know, Jonathan has done enough. He's brought as much as we can forward. We're not going to sacrifice anyone else's life.
What you don't know is the people that have helped me, have been hurt, both psychologically and physically. My friend Gary, who I thought was dead, I found after we were on the Art Bell show last time. We told everyone to let us know if they could find him. We gave out an email address. And some people emailed me. And we wrote back and we talked and we verified who they were. And I went and saw my friend Gary, who was one step away from being dead because he was beaten. And he was left on a road.
This is probably the hardest point for me, because I saw him too.
Gary was a 200-pound architect who's now a mere 130-pound shell, who has no desire to live any longer because of trying to protect Jonathan and what he had and not wanting any evidence or information to be released. And they used drugs on him as well.
He doesn't want me to do this. He doesn't want me to do this. But my friend Dolly and Gary, who tried to help me, are the way they are because they helped me. And that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
You know, this isn't easy. And I'm not very good at this. But somebody has got to know that this is going on. It's not the aliens that are the enemy. It's the ones that are in our own camp.
We have to stick together as a community. We've seen a lot of nations and religions and human lives devastated by division, by semantics. We have to begin to work together. This is an incredible